Good morning. I hope this morning greeted you with love, light, and life, peace, balance, and blessings. This is your homie, Lady Black, coming from the abode, coming to talk to you today. Our Monday morning message. Yes, our Monday morning message today is about intent. And let's get right into it. Intent is defined as resolve or determine to do, resolve or determined to do. Your intent basically is your goal, your purpose, your reason for doing. Intent. What is your intention with your time? What is your intention for your life? What is your intention in general? When you speak, when you meet someone, when you talk to your family, friends, or coworkers, what is your intention behind the actions that you take in life? Intent is the place from where you draw your reason for doing what you do or say. When I go to work, my intention is to be productive and to make an income. Throughout the day, however, I may have a conversation with someone who either I don't like or who makes me frustrated or mad. If my intention is to keep my job so I can keep my income, then my intent when talking to this person is to understand and create peace. My intent is not to get or cause anger, get revenge, or cause chaos in my workplace, right? Of course not, but this is not always the case with most people. Many people go to work and the first thing they do is gossip. The first thing they do is check in to see what happened over the weekend in other people's lives. And they judge. They judge people, they judge each other, they judge each other's work ethic, they judge each other's personal lives, and it becomes an environment in which healthy, productive behaviors aren't happening. Who wants to work and spend the majority of their time of the day in such an environment? But you have to ask yourself, are you aiding and abetting that type of behavior? Are you a part of that type of environment? Are you helping to create it? What is your intention when you go to work? What is your intention when you go to school? Is your intention to learn? Like I'm sure most of you signed up for school so that you can learn. If you're in college, you decided to go to school. And even if you're in grade school, you know you have to go to school. So if your intention when you get there is to tear someone down, to bully them, or to cut class and leave and not get the education that you went there for, then you have to think about what your intention in the long term of your life is. What do you intend to do with your future? Because the actions and the intentions that you take today will inform the intentions and the behaviors that you are forced to do tomorrow. We can choose to have an intention. Beyond the daily routine of going to work or school or coming home and cooking for the kids or for ourselves or whomever, beyond our daily routines, most of the time we live our lives with no intention at all. We go about our business without ever making a determination as to why we are doing something. We get to the grocery store. The cashier has a nasty attitude, and we react. We did not have the intention. when we entered the grocery store, to have a peaceful conversation with whomever we come into contact with. We did not have the intention when we went into the grocery store to have a peaceful experience going in and out of this store, grocery store, shoe store, clothing store, whatever. We often find that when we're in a crowd and someone bumps us, we react. What is our intention throughout the day? Because when you intend something, you focus on that intention. You live that intention in every moment of your life. You live that intention even when you have a struggle, when you have a challenge, when some outside force is challenging you to be who you are and be your greatest self. You have to stay focused on that intention. And if we lose focus on that intention, then that's when we react. And we can react in a positive way, or we can react in a negative way. All too often, most of us react negatively to challenges. We get knocked off our center, and we no longer have focus on our intention for our day, our intention for the moment, or our intention for our life. I'm sure many people who are in jail didn't intend to be in jail, but they made a choice. They intended to make some money illegally. They intended to rob a bank, rob a store. They intended to somehow come up on money, funds, whatever, goods, jewelry, but they didn't intend to reap the consequences, yet they're there. What is your intention? Intention creates action. Ego is in charge of reaction. Often, we allow our ego to be in charge of our reaction. Reactions are visceral and mindless. Action is thoughtful and logical. Intention is the thought, logic, and reason for actions. Rather than controlling our ego, most of us are controlled by it. We leave intention by the wayside and react our way through life, letting our ego throw the punches. When we have intention, our lives have direction and our reactions slow down to align themselves accordingly. When we have intention, our lives have direction and our reactions slow down to align themselves accordingly. We take a pause. We take a deep breath. We meditate on our intention, or we pray. God, please take over this situation because I do not have the strength to control what might come out of my mouth right now. Lord, please take over my tongue. Take over my hand. Take over my actions. Take a moment to breathe before you react, because your reaction, which is often controlled by our ego, can knock us away, move us away from our intention, our goal, our reason for being. If you want love in your life, then you must intentionally give love. If love is the reason for us being, if love is the reason for you being, if you have claimed love as the point of your life, the intention behind your life, then you have to intentionally give love. If you want love, you have to give love, and you have to give it freely and unconditionally in order to receive the blessings that love can be in your life. If you want to be understood, if you have intention when you speak, if you have intention in your tone of voice, if you use words and tones that you intend to be understandable, that project your intention, then you will be understood. But first, you must seek to understand. If you want to be understood, you have to give that understanding to others. You have to pause. You have to listen. You have to hear. You have to give attention so that your intention when you speak to others will be felt, heard, and understood. We often wonder why we get where we want to go, or why we don't get where we want to go. How or why we don't have what we want for our lives. How is it that I work so hard and I still don't have what I want in my life? Ask yourself, what is my intention for this day? What is my intention for this moment? And is my intention being betrayed by my ego? Is my anger stronger than my intention, my desire to grow, to love, to have money? Is my anger and my frustration in any given moment betraying what I truly intend for my life? Last time I did a recording, we were talking about mindset. Well, you set your mind in a place where peace runs through you from head to toe. You set your mind on peace and you intend for every action that you take to be peaceful, then you will find peace in every moment of your life. You will come across hardships and challenges that try to break down your focus on peace, but you will breathe. You will pray. You will meditate your way through these moments in life that could end up in chaos and frustration and anger. But because you have set your mind on peace and you have the intention with every moment and every step you take and every action that you make, and even so far as to be aware of your reactions so that your reactions align with your intention, then you will have peace. For this moment, ask yourself, am I intentional about what I do and what I say? Am I intending a life that I want? Or am I betraying my goals? Am I betraying my hopes and dreams with anger? Am I betraying my intention with frustration? Am I allowing my ego to rule my actions and my reactions rather than my mind and my intention and my heart? I hope that you got something from this message. It was a hard lesson for me to learn intention because I'm a defensive person. Someone would come at me and I would allow that anger and the ego of, who are you to speak to me that way? Who are you to treat me in this way? But I wouldn't want more anger, but out of anger, I created more anger. Out of anger, I would react in such a way that this person now is defending themselves. And now we're arguing, or we're fighting, or we're creating more disharmony amongst ourselves. And what that really does is that goes home with you. And now you have this pain in your mind, in your psyche, that then lives in your body and you don't know what it's from. There's a time in our lives where we don't have too much control over our emotions. We're learning to control our emotions. But once we become adults, or once we become um, teenagers, middle teens, growing into adults, we need to make the decision to set our mind and to have intention with our actions, for our actions. There was a choice I had to make. When I made that choice, my life became much more peaceful. When I made that choice, my health became better. When I made that choice, fear was set aside and put at bay. So make that choice for yourself. Intend on peace, intend on love, intend on understanding. Again, this is Lady Black, and I pray today greets you with love, light, and life, peace, balance, and blessings. I also pray that you choose to have intention, and that intention gets you to where you want to be in life, and that intention helps you to be your greatest self in life, and that every moment that you choose intention, that you choose peace, that you choose love, and that you choose understanding. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Take intention with you through this week. Peace.